Hi guys, it's Shanta from Mill Valley Pilates. What I have here today is an underinflated, about 9 or 10-inch ball. You can find them, I think they're called Pilates balls. There's a couple brands called Gertie balls or Over balls. You can get them on Amazon. Or just use one of your kids' balls that's a little bit soft. There's a ton of stuff you can do with them. We're gonna start with it underneath your sacrum, so kind of lift your hips up and put the ball under there. It's an unstable surface, a soft surface, so it's comfortable, but it also challenges your core right away because you're wiggling on it and your abdominals are having to negotiate that balance for you. So we're going to tap one foot down at a time, keeping the chest relaxed, tapping, tapping. And we're going to scissor back and forth. Again, I'm just going through these quickly, but you can do more reps of things. These are just kind of ideas. We're going to do bicycles. And move it back a little bit so you can see better. Reverse. Circles. Both ways. Keeping everything in the upper body really quiet, neck and shoulders, rib cage relaxed. Good. And then just, actually little hip lifts work really well too. You want to stabilize yourselves by pressing into your arms and making sure that when you do that, that you're not tensing your neck, right? A little kind of lifting your weight off the ball and then giving your weight back into the ball. And making sure you relax into it each time. Good. All right. Then, placing the ball between the knees. A few bridges. Bridging up and down with it. Squeezing the ball, inner thighs, pelvic floor, lower abdominals. Staying connected on the bridging up and down. Good. And then if you have the stability, and you'll know if you do, you can do this. You can extend one leg out and in. Your hip bones need to stay the same height. So when I extend one leg out, I don't want to drop this side. Extend this leg out, I don't want to drop this side. They stay level. Squeezing the ball. Good. Roll it back down. Put the ball under one foot. The feet are still side by side, so they're not here. They're in line with each other, ideally. And you're going to press into both feet. Obviously, one is harder, a lot harder for the hamstring. And then come back down. Press down into both feet to bridge your hips up and down. And then you do the other side, up and down, press down to bridge up. Press down to bridge up. Good. Stretch the leg out so that the ball is supporting your straight leg here. Stretch the other leg up. And the purpose of the ball is just what you're doing is just circling this leg. The purpose of the ball is to show you if you're moving the side that's not supposed to be moving. If you're wiggling all over the place, the ball is going to be moving too, right? That's going to show you that your hips are moving too. We don't want that. We want to keep the hips really quiet. Some of us have to bend this knee to really do a proper leg circle without getting the whole body involved, right? And then you would do that on the other side. The ball can be a fun tool just to make the classical Pilates exercises a little bit more fun. So like for single leg stretch, which looks like that, you can pass the ball through. Good. Or it can be done here too. Down here for the lower back, you can see a little bit of support, and we're going to roll back and up. Roll back into it and up. into it, and up. Curl back, hold, open, close the arms. One set here, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, and then 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 this way. Good, and then punching, twist and twist. Twist and twist. My legs aren't twisting, it's just my shoulders and my ribs, head, obliques, right? Good. All right, then you're gonna turn over and use the ball this way under one hand. So it's like a push-up, easy push-up on the hands and knees, but we're gonna bend your arms and then straighten your arms. Let's show it this way. Bend your arms and then push down into it. Doesn't look like much, but because one hand is on an unstable surface, you're having to fire a lot of chest muscles in through your chest here and your bicep and your arm in the front of your body. And so you do that on both sides. Good. On both sides, change it to underneath one knee. Actually, I'm going to show this side so you can see better. So it's under one knee, which feels really funny. The purpose of it is just to push down into the ball. Looks like I'm going to pop it, but you're going to push down into the ball to lift your other knee up and then lower back down. Obviously, with the knee that's on the ball, it's higher, right? We're going to try to press into that knee that's on the ball and lift the other knee to the same height so that both sides here become even. Lift, press down into the right side to lift the left. Press down into the ball to lift the side that doesn't have the ball. That's the exercise. And you'll notice the wiggling is what engages the core. And then just to get the lats working, sometimes I do this standing. In fact, I will, I think, do it standing. Place the ball kind of underneath the armpit, somewhere in the rib cage, and we're gonna squeeze in and just try to fire those muscles that you would feel in side plank, the lat muscles on both sides. You can do this with a magic circle too, which is going to be another video. We'll try that and see what you think. Good. And depending on how inflated your ball is, you might try it here too in your upper back. Last thing here, just leaning over it, kind of upper back stretch, which is nice, and then curling up. Upper back stretch and curling up. It's getting your abdominals, but it's also stretching your upper back. And that leads me into the last thing, because this place that the ball is on is such a blind spot for people back here, right? So I like this exercise to get access to it. You're just gonna lie down on the ball. The ball is on just below your collarbone. So pretty high, close to your throat, but below your collarbone. And make sure your abs are lifted away from the mat as much as possible to protect your lower back in this. But we're just gonna lift up, press into the ball, into a swan stretch, and then curl around the ball to relax everything and breathe into that space in between the shoulder blades. And lifting up and curling around. It's equally as important to be able to curve this area as it is to extend. I think most of us think that we really need to work on the posture and extension of that part of your back, but you just need to have flexibility there, so you have to be able to do both. So let's practice to curl and to extend, to flex and extend. Good. Those are just a few ideas. Check them out and let me know what you think. Thanks.